Okay, I'm gonna show you how to put up the new net systems. We have 2 of these nets, and you can put them on any of the 4 courts, but we try to keep them on courts 2 and 3 right now until we get the other 2. But they're similar to the old ones where they have a crank on one side and then one side with no crank. The crank is detachable, so always try to keep it with the nets. Don't go and put it back on the cart or lose it in the back room. So to move the pole up to juniors, women's, or men's height, you take out the pin and you'll see through the viewing hole right here where it says J, and the letter will always go in the top hole and the pin will go in the bottom hole. So we're gonna set this one up to women's height. So J is for juniors, W for women's, M for men's. Okay, so for the new nets, they are this brand and they have the Velcro straps and the like knotted cable for the ropes. But to put it up, you always want to start with the side that's not on the crank. So we'll walk over here. But this side has like an anchored loop, as you can see here. And then you just attach this. For me, I'm short, so it's easier for me to lower it all the way down slowly. You have to hold on to it. It doesn't have stops. I like to lower it and then put it up and then put it to height.
That's correct.
I'm gonna cut that. Okay, and then you do that side, and then you come back and you attach over here. This is the big difference between the old nets and the new nets. But the new nets have a knot, and then you place the knot onto this little knob right here. And then I'm just gonna get it started so it doesn't slip off. But then I do that, and then I like to raise it to height.
Squeak, squeak.
Okay, and then once you have it in, you can crank it up. You kind of have to guide these ones so they don't all get stuck on one side, but it's not very hard. Like this, you just put your hand to push it a little bit over. But that's about good. And then you'll have to get it centered on the black line.
That looks good.
Okay, so that should be pretty good. Then what I like to do is I like to take the bottom cords and do them first. These ones are a little long, so sometimes we wrap them around the pole a couple times so you don't have as much loose. And then before you tighten anything, do everything on both sides. For the second side, normally you only need to shorten it on one side, but then I'll just tighten it up a little bit. So for these ones, you just pull. Nothing crazy, just hold with this side, pull with this side to tighten. And then to loosen it, all you have to do is right here, you pull back and you'll feel it. It's like a loaded spring. Then to do the Velcro, also once you take the nets down, reattach everything so it stays in one, not messy.
Yes.
Because it gets really messy back in the storage room if we don't keep it together. So you'll undo a Velcro. Okay, so then to do the Velcro, you have to put it around this rope right here. Otherwise the tension gets all messed up and it can break the net. But you just loop it through like this and then move it so it's not super messed up. These ones can be a little finicky, so you kind of have to do a little bit of readjusting as you go, but I like to just get it started. And then you repeat to the top. Again, because I'm sure I can't reach the top, so we always have the ladder. We'll bring it over here.
I zoomed in.
We always have the ladder, and I use that. It's always behind the desk over there. You'll find it underneath. I'll show where it is later, but yeah. Okay, here is the ladder that I was talking about. But now we have everything done over here. So when you put the antennas up, these are antennas. For the new nets, you have to use the antennas without the Velcro sleeve. These are for the old nets, they slip on these ones. So I'm gonna show you how to use the new twisty ones. So you need to have them lined up to the black line, and you might also need to use the ladder for this if you are short. But they kind of just,
Ooh.
you have to twist it apart if it's the way it was before, so it's loose. And then we'll line it up to the black line. And then to get it hooked onto the bottom here, you just twist this right here and it twists up and it will tighten. It's a very slow process. Is it going anywhere? Is it
Ready to go.
So now that we've got the top all tightened up, to do the bottom, it might be kind of hidden at first, but if it's like this, you just twist it away and then you twist it down and you'll clamp this cord in between these two pieces of plastic. And then it's on and tightened and you're good. Now I'm gonna show you how to put the pads on. This is very simple, but you just need to take this off, and I like to just put it up here. Then you undo all the Velcro, very easy. It's easiest if you have the pads with all the Velcro strips going up and down, inwards of the net, and then you attach. I'll just do one. And then it makes it easier, so on this side, you just have these two straps, and you can pull the pads apart if you need to crank the net down.